All right, welcome everybody back to the channel. And you've probably seen this guy in the last video. Jeremy, welcome back to the shop.
Yep, thank you.
Just a little refresher for those that, if they've not seen the video, last time you were up here, you and Robbie were getting a game plan together on your car.
Yeah.
Basically going over what you want to get done to it, and surprised you a little bit in that video.
Yeah, sure. Yeah. For
the progress it was already done. A lot of the rest of that work is done now.
Oh yeah.
I know you're itching to get over there to see it.
Yeah, pretty much.
I don't know if they can hear it or not in the background. Robbie, I see him back there welding right now on the cage. So.
Right. Yep. From what I can see through the windshield, it looks real good. But.
And just for a refresher, you know, what kind of cage was it?
It was a rock solid cage. Pretty much everything tube wise on the car is rock solid. Everything. So again, like I said, through there, it looks like it came together beautifully. So, but he's still over there grinding on it. So we'll see how it turns out when I get to go look at it.
I think he's been sending you a few teaser pictures here and there.
Yeah. I've used what few pictures he did send me in a couple of my personal TikTok videos or whatever, just because it looks so good. But yeah, it looks good, especially like I can sit here and see just from the dash area up. I can't see what he's working on right now.
Right, right.
I'm sure it'll look great.
Well, as you know, I'll give you the tubs are done. So.
Yeah, I kind of got just a quick peek earlier, and I could see both of them sitting in there. So I'm excited to get to see them done and buttoned up.
Yeah, and we're going to show. Of course, we're going to show everybody, you know, some of the work he's been, you know, how it's been going together. And,
right.
You know, hoping we'll, I guess you say, get his opinion on it, because he's the one doing the actual.
Oh yeah. I know he said he had 2 bars to do, and I don't know a whole lot about welding. I mean, I could stick weld back in the day, but it seems like an awful lot of work for 2 bars. So I can imagine all the work that went in putting that whole thing in there.
Yeah. We'll get you and Robbie together and let him show you some stuff on it. And
right. Yeah.
Kind of Q&A type session, you know, anything going on there and what he thinks about it, you know, because I think, you know, we're going to get back with Rock Solid, kind of let them know how the cage went as a complete unit put together.
Some people don't care. I thought it was kind of cool. I think I said it in the last video that you did. That cage there was the first Mustang cage that Rock Solid sold for the new Edge. And I think he built that cage, the way it's put together, off of his wife's car. But that was the first one that was bought for one in the country.
To the public,
yeah. To the public. That's the second or third one, because he only made 3 from what I understand. 2 on the shelf and 1 he fabbed up in his wife's car. So I bought the first one, that was it, and Robbie is the first one to weld and put one in that was from them for a new Edge. So I just thought it was kind of cool.
Yeah, like I said, we'll get with Steven down there and get back with him, you know, one-on-one, give him a inside review with him. So
it'll help future development, make it better.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. So I guess while we're waiting in anticipation here, anything else you want to? Just can't wait, can you?
No, not really. I just kind of want to go look and let him get done and see what he says.
It kind of escalated quickly. I think we mentioned that in the last video, you know, the way the car set, and then it just snowballed, and here we are.
I actually wasn't going to do the cage right away. I'm glad I did. Don't get me wrong, and it definitely needs one with, you know, the power level or speeds I plan in the mile per hour I'm trying to get to. That engine should do it fairly easily, so it's probably best that I, like Robbie said, don't chance it. But yeah, this car was supposed to be a stock bottom end, LS, small turbo type. I could drive it back and forth to work, street car, but go to the track and have fun with it. Yeah, it's not that anymore. It is far beyond that. It's pretty much street car, small tire car, whatever. So I think that's where I'll be the most happiest, though, to be honest. I mean, I already did all my daily driving, street car stuff. So it was time to go full race, something I ain't never delved 100% into.
Right.
I mean, I've had race cars, but not this, you know. So well, it's definitely been a learning experience.
But there were some issues found along the way while they were working on the cage and the tubs.
Oh yeah, quite a few issues.
So I just let you tell what we found and
All right.
what you had to do to fix it, pretty much.
So we put the cage and mini tubs in, got that all squared away.
Which you've not got to see everything yet.
No,
so
not really.
anyway,
So I'm at home at work. Robbie calls, hey, we got another problem. Which, if you're into race cars, you kind of know that's the story. That's how it goes. So apparently my rear end is bent on the passenger side. Now, if you look at this rear end now, it's not bent at all. But it was significantly bad once you noticed it. Like, if you wasn't paying attention, you wouldn't really notice it. So he calls me, tells me it was bent. Ended up reaching out to 10 Soldiers and Performance Fab, Mr. Matt. It worked out better for me to just deal with Mr. Matt. He's 2 hours from the house, so I drove it over, picked it up the next weekend. He did all of this in a week. Some pretty bad welds on the rear end. The last person I had to them, it wasn't the best. There were people before him that bubble gummed it up real bad. You could tell where they had ground off bracketries. I couldn't tell you how many times, 5, 6, 7, 8 times. He said it was really bad. The bend was pretty bad, but he got it out. It looks beautiful. Like, you can barely tell where it was at. Bearings run true, all new bracketry. Cut everything off of it. Started over from the ground up, and it is 100% true and ready to go now. Axles checked out. They were not bent. We had them put in the lathe. He said they were good to go. Bearings good. So we just put new gaskets on it, put everything in there, make sure the shims was back in the right place. Check lash. We're gonna put a dial indicator on it today just to verify. Other than that, she's ready to rock and roll.
So I guess now it's time to get this thing put in, and
Yep.
where, like I said, they found the issue. He got it back up on the lift, and
while you're talking, so there's not a reason, just to clarify. So 10 Soldiers is an absolute great company. For me, being where I live at in South Carolina, that's shipping up, shipping back, and then it was like 5 to 6 weeks out. They didn't really want to mess with this rear end because it was already tubes were welded, which I completely understand. No harm, no foul.
Oh yeah.
But personally, Mr. Matt was closer to me, literal driving distance there and back. I did it in a day, dropping it off and picking it up. And he was a week. So I dropped it off on a Saturday, picked it up the next Saturday.
Right.
That was just better for me. That way my car's not holding up Robbie's shop. So I don't want to say I said nothing bad about 10 Soldiers.
No, they're great. They're great, yeah.
It just worked out better with Mr. Matt being so close. So with that being said, Mr. Matt is one of the top dealings I've ever had on anything to do with this car. Of course, other than you guys, he absolutely took 100% care of me. Above and beyond, I didn't ask nothing. I paid what he said, and he went above and beyond. The work is great. Brackets look great. I put the paint on it, so that paint's not the best in the world, but it'll keep it looking pretty decent. But he took care of me in a week. I mean, dropped it off on Saturday, picked it up on Saturday. All new bracketry for the coilover mounts, for the lower coil mounts. So, yeah, I will be definitely talking about that every chance I get. So, shout out to Mr. Matt. And any rear end stuff.
Yeah.
Give him a call. He's got a Facebook page. It's Performance Fab in South Carolina. It's Roebuck, but it's actually Spartanburg, I guess. So, go check him out and see if he can get you something done on your rear end if you need something.
Well, let's go back there and get this thing put in. And like I said, you're kind of really your first time getting to see
in depth.
Yeah, in depth on everything. And like I said, we're going to show the work and get this. It's getting close.
Oh yeah, it's real close.
So. I mean, you put tires on much?
No.
You're covering it up before I can get them to show them the rear ends. No, you're good. No. I'll get it from the back here. I'll get it from the back.
I just want to see if it's...
So it's in. Of course, obviously, adjustments will have to be made, and you know, go back over and make sure everything's tightened up real good on everything. Some of it's just kind of in place and hand tight for now, just to make sure until we get all the adjustments made. So, but with that being said, you've got a good look right now at the tubs before you put that one on.
Yeah, I'm putting it off right. Yeah, it looks really clean, really good. Blacked out, seamless.
I don't know if you can tell on camera. Yeah, you can see it pretty good. Little. Yeah,
I'm happy with it.
Yeah.
Only thing left to do back here now is just like you said, the adjustments, and I got to get 2 brake line fittings and run the brakes, bleed them, and
Yeah, they
that's pretty much it back here.
seam sealed everything and
Yep.
painted everything. Like I said, obviously, still got some stuff to finish up here, but it's getting there. Turned out good.
This time next year, I'll have some 14 Ys on the back of this thing.
Giving everything away now. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't know what I might do.
Obviously, if
I'm gonna
Keely,
definitely get rid of these ugly things, but they'll work for now.
got to start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere.
So, like I said, so far you grinning?
Yeah. I think I ought to open that passenger door and let's take a peek in there.
No, not yet.
No,
He's
not
got a
yet?
couple things he wants to finish up front.
Oh, yeah.
And see, I know what you did there. You're trying to open the door to see for yourself.
I mean, a little bit. I ain't gonna lie about it.
Can't knock you for being honest.
No.
But he wanted it back as a roller here so he can roll it forward and finish up what's in the front. So
Yeah. Everything came together like a puzzle. Everything fits like a glove, snapped right back into place. Got new hardware with everything, and I mean, it's no fighting hardly at all. I mean, it was a little bit of alignment and stuff, but everything went right back together perfect.
yeah, we'll get these tightened up and get this thing down off the lift onto the ground here and get it pushed forward and get some. All right, cages in and painted, and they seen some of the work right there that was being done, being welded in and everything. We've got a few more pieces in now.
Yep.
As far as fitment on the cage, you and Robbie talked about it, and he was rather satisfied with it.
Oh yeah, it looks great. Fits like a glove. I've said it a couple other times. I'm not sure how many times at this point, but I got it from Rock Solid, and it fits perfect. Everything's right where it should have been. Not from what Robbie was telling me, it's not that bad.
No,
Put it in,
absolutely
so he was happy with it. I mean, a couple of things, learning curve to it, but it looks like it's a professional job.
So now that the cage is in, like I said, painted, you've got a few other things inside here.
Yeah. So we ended up, Robbie mounted the shifter back for me this past week, got that back in, the Holly's back in, wired completely back up. Dash is in, cut for the bars for the cage. Steering shaft's all mounted back up. Seats in there, it's not mounted. I'm waiting on the seat mounts to come from Moore Chassis. Should be here one day early this week.
And we are also going to do the delete for the back right here between
the firewall for the rear. Yep. I was supposed to have already had that took care of, but we just haven't got around to it right yet.
You said, speaking of the steering shaft there, this is for you, Mr. Anton.
Yeah, so the car's not up, but I've been under the back of the car all day. One of the first things I had to do when I got here was tighten up the drive line. We had to tighten that up. It did go in. We had a little mishap with that. Turns out a little bit of a burr, a little bit of dirt or something. Robbie got that knocked out when I was on the way up yesterday. So the drive line is in. It's from Mr. Anton.
And I guarantee he's laughing right now.
Oh, I guarantee it, yeah.
Because we had a good conversation yesterday, all of us. So
it was funny. So that's in. I'm trying to look, see. I don't think we've done too much in the front end in a while. It's pretty much all buttoned up front. A few little odd end things. In the rear, we got the hole cut in the trunk right here for the puke tank. I'm going to switch lines coming off the valve covers.
You know what? We ain't showed him that right there.
No, not since he's got everything mounted back in this week. So what was happened and changed back here, we ended up taking the old floor that was put in there, and the stock floor, we cut it further back almost to where the cage bars come down.
Yeah, just before where they were welded.
Right. So I have some pictures if you want to show it or whatever. But he did a super nice frame in the bottom of this trunk that I kind of wanted to just leave the trunk frame in there. It's a 1/2-inch bar from Tractor Supply, welded, flattened, and then painted or whatever. So it looked real good. But he wanted to do this here. I forget the name of this guy or this company that does the black thin metal aluminum. We put it on the floor.
Scott rod.
Scott rod, yep. We put the Scott rod aluminum down, super clean. Mounted the puke tank, fuel cell, batteries back in it, battery mount. So mini tubs are in, of course, and now it's kind of all together.
Yeah.
Looks really good, really clean.
Well, they'll just have to continue to watch for this one because eventually they will get to see the startup dyno videos.
Yep. Well, we've been on it all day today. We were actually gonna start it today. I mean, it's right there. I mean, there's just put fuel in the tank pretty much, and it's ready to go as far as, you know, cranking it up or whatever. But it's like one more Saturday, come in early up here. It should be, I mean, it could possibly be on the dyno by lunchtime if we pushed on it hard enough.
Oh, yeah.
So, but I ain't in no hurry. We still got a little time for any big races are happening or whatever. So, and I don't know when I'll decide to actually bring it out because I'm gonna test and tune by myself.
Yeah, you definitely gonna get some seat time. So
yeah. So yes, it's come a little bit further than the last time we was here. It's not a lot. It's a lot of little things now instead of a bunch of big things.
We'll go give them one more shot of the inside right here.
All right.
Yeah, it's really starting to, you know, once you step back and look now, it's really coming together good for you. So
yeah, it's actually starting to look like a race car. I will say before anybody else can say it, these wheels on it are absolutely killing me. They're not as good looking now that the car's kind of forming and coming together as a full race car. I hate these wheels. So probably next winter I'm gonna do some overtime at work and save up and get some new front and rears. Now that I got mini tubs, I can go a little wider in the back.
Oh yeah.
So that'll help out. But yeah, I mean, it's right there. Like we're pretty much ready. Just a few little odd and end things.
Well, I guess with all that being said, you know, you can leave us some comments, let us know what you think, what you're seeing so far, and like I said, be watching.
Oh yeah, it ain't
They
gonna be long.
will get to see it run.
I'll be putting some teasers and all out, you know, on my social media. It's nothing crazy, just enough to let them know a little slight progression.
I'll get your social media in there. TikTok.
Yeah, so if you don't follow me already or know anything, it's 843 Instagram. I don't post a whole lot over there anymore, but I'm very active on TikTok. It's 843 Performance. It's all about this car, any race car, but I've got rid of every race car but this one, and it's to build this one to this level. So this is all I post about. Funny memes about racing, stuff like that. So go check it out, give me a follow, and keep up with the car.
Is that about all you got?
That's it.
All right. Be watching for it.